Okay, I'm coming to you on the day of the Taurus new moon, which is the 19th of May. Just about an hour and a half of the new moon occurring. I'm going to plant some seeds because this moon was very relevant in my chart. I'm kind of locked in from an energetic perspective as the moon's within 1 degree of my natal moon, which is at the IC, the very bottom of my chart, which is my soul being exposed energetically. Hopefully, I'm exposing that to you now, and I'm myself addressing it, right? So I wanted to come to you. I'm going to do this video backwards, so we'll see how this goes. I want to bring a couple events up, and then I'm going to talk about the planets. I have a friend lives in Boston, has an 8-year-old daughter, was at school. She kept getting slapped by another girl in class. She didn't bring it up. Finally, when she did, they took it to the school to address it, and the school, directly out of the heads, the different assistant and principals of the school, said that wasn't happening. They didn't sit well with that. The school said they were investigating. They didn't sit well with that. They took it to the state, got a pretty powerful person involved, and guess what? It did happen. And guess what else? They're having to address it and dealing with it in a bully case. Now, it's what I've been telling you has been going on. Everything's a lie. Up is down, right? That's one scenario. The other scenario is my daughter, my world. I have a daughter, it's 15, school. Because we've let this thing go, and I'm part of it, right? To the degree we have in their school, they can't use the lockers, even though their hallways are lined with them. Can't use them. No, we're not doing that. But what I did find out is you could ask to use them. So they're all the lockers are empty. My daughter's in PE class, physical education. They have to put their bags in a hallway as they change their clothes, whatever, because you can't put them in a locker room, so they're in a hallway. Well, during PE, somebody goes in and takes stuff from the girls, not just mine. I think a lot of the bags were rummaged through, and my daughter had a little cash on her. Whatever, I don't, it is what it is. You guys have your philosophies to life and whatever. And that got taken, and so the first thing out of the assistant principal's mouth and the comment back was asking my daughter why she carries cash. That didn't sit well with me. I'm not upset at the assistant principal, but it didn't sit with me on a karmic perspective or from where I'm at and the seeds I've been trying to plant and I think how nature works and how this whole universe works. And that is this. Think about it. We've created through several years, could be even hundreds of years, a society that the victims are now the criminals and the criminals are now the victims. So right out of the chute, she didn't do anything other than what was instructed to, got money taken, and she's a criminal because she shouldn't have put money in her bags. Why'd you do that? Right away, pushing the blame on the victim. And that's what's been done to you. I've been trying to explain this to you. Hopefully I can come across in a way that makes sense or aha moment. And then the criminal, they're going to now look at tapes, and they may find, they may not. There's everything's so recorded that I'm real sure they can find out who did it. I'm real sure it'll be, known. She probably won't get her money back. I'm not looking at all that. And I'm not really looking to punish the person that did it. But when society gets to the point that we're at, which is the victim's the criminal and the criminal is the victim, we're in big trouble. And that's happening. The politicians know this is how it's gone. And the human nature has been structured in this societal complex form of operating that, what more could you have done not to be a victim? It's up to you because you should have known. But at some point, we all got to stop and go, no, wait a minute here. I don't want you to be a victim and I don't want you to be a criminal. But in the world, the way nature works is, you're accountable for yourself. You must, from you to the universe, from you to the energies that you live in, you must be accountable for that. And if you infringe on somebody else and it's not correct, the universe will eventually come back and get you. We've created a scenario where that's not happening, but it's going to be fixed now. Now I'll take it to the astrological side. That's personal. You don't need to comment on that stuff because my daughter said she got robbed and stuff. We kind of chuckled a little bit because I mean she was a little shooken by it, but she's fine. But here's where I want to take it. Pluto is early in Aquarius. It's the awakening of the truth from your perspective. You, not me, you. And the energies are being provided by the universe to wake up. Mars is late in Cancer going into the sign of Leo. That is, who are you? What are you? What matters? I'm seeing the people around me can't say what they would like, what they want, because they feel like if they say what they want to do, others might not like it, and then they don't want to feel like they burden somebody to do something they don't want. I'm here to tell you, you need to put out there what you want. What if that person wants to see you happy? What if that person wants to see you joyful, doing things you want? So what if they sacrifice their moment? They choose to do things that you want to do, right? Because all of us come here, yeah, do things we want, but we also, there's joy in giving, right? It's like being a criminal and victim. The same thing with giving and taking, right? I've been talking about opposites. Astrology teaches us that. There's nothing wrong with putting out to the universe and to your environment what you want. Don't be afraid to say that. You might not do it. Don't be hurt if you don't. If you get to do it, enjoy the moment. But know that it's just as good to give as it is to take. Don't forget that, okay? So I'm encouraging you with Pluto and Aquarius, the North Node in Taurus early. Now it's moving into, going to go into Aries, and then the South Node's in Scorpio, which then it will move into Libra, right? Trust me, you're going to get time to balance the selfishness that I need, the universe needs, the energetic planetary position needs you to be a little more selfish here. Have a plan, have it be your plan, not everybody else's, and don't be afraid to speak about it. As the South Node is in the past, you must learn others, what they need, but we're leaving that. And so you also must learn how you deal with others, and then how you get what you get from the universe through others and through the energies. You may never get what you want because you don't stand up to say what you want, right? Or you may not even know what you want. This big square with Pluto, and then the opposition with initially here at this Taurus moon, is screaming of you to start standing up for yourself. North Node is where we need to head. The universe is telling you you're ready. Do it. Let's go. What do you want? Speak it. Tell it. Make sure it's known. Don't be afraid that if it doesn't happen, to fall in the moment and go, oh, I put it out there and now look what happened to me. That was in the moment. Trust me, you got time. You got 20 years of Pluto being in Aquarius to where you're going to find more and better ways to do this. You're also going to find as the nodes move into Aries and Libra that you'll see even to a greater degree how you're going to find more passion, and people will find the passion in you that can be very like alluring or very like a hero or heroine would exist, and find that deep desire within you that really will draw to you what you need more so, whether it's through a person or an energy, right? And with Mars being late in Cancer, it's still about your past, but it's going into Leo where I need your spirit. I need to see who you are. What matters, man? What makes you drive? What gives you that passion? That needs to come out more than ever. You're trying to do that, but now you got to do it on a level that the universe sees you're ready, because the universe is tossing you, catapulting you forward. And it's going to be about you realizing this. Now, I know I bounced all over the place here, but I gave you some personal things about me. I'd love to hear some things about you, and what you've dealt and where you're at. You all have done an awesome job on talking about the way you see things, the way you're changing, and the way the new energies are affecting you, and that you're allowing this to happen. Continue that. I'd love the comments down here, and I need them. In saying that, Emmeline and I are going to do a live video on Sunday, this Sunday, 21st, at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to put a link below where y'all can join and we can throw your charts up. Because that's what we try to do every time, depending on how many people get in. Put your chart, we'll get your charts in there. If you want to do it, I'd love to have your birth information prior so we can have the charts ready so it doesn't take time from the live video. But we'll talk about this is what I'm talking about, but also take it to your chart. Take this grand cross or this big T square, right, of the nodes and Pluto. And we can really hopefully help make it more relative to your chart, your your own life. Now I want to end by telling you these are happening in fixed signs still, and so it's going to be a little bit tough. You're going to have to work, and you're going to have to get a little bit like maybe I'm the one that was a little too stubborn, and I can see this from a new perspective and allow that to a degree. A fixed sign is where you must consider being a master, where you observe, but you also have to apply. So, you might pick up a new way of being. You might not be good at it, but see what that new way of operating does to your world, what it brings to you. Step back and then see how that affected your environment, and then how you can tweak it. You're not going to be right here. I'm telling you, you're not going to be right all the time. But give yourself that space to make mistakes, because you will get better. We've never been to an evolutionary state like this in this physical form. We are advanced tremendously from an energy perspective. We've been lied to on a grand scale. I've been telling you this. We've been lied to so bad that we've actually been convinced that a victim can be a criminal and a criminal can be the victim. That's how damn lied we've been to. And where we've also been lied to is the fact that it's okay to be a victim or a criminal. I don't think it's okay to be either. I think it's okay to be accountable, right? Things happen, but what do you do with that, right? So you can't throw the victims always as the criminals, and you can't throw the criminals always at the victim. Let's put it back in nature's hands, and let's get the balance back. We will do that, and we are doing that, but it had to get to this absurd place. Not because y'all haven't, the ones that have been commenting and been watching my videos haven't been working on it, but because the world has positioned it accordingly to where we're thinking that maybe we're wrong, and we don't want to be outside of what everybody else is trying to do. We need to know who you are now. Pluto's in Aquarius, and for 20 years, pretty much for the next 20 years, it's going to be there. We need to know your truth, your uniqueness, why you energetically picked the way you are through your natal chart. We can help with that on Sunday to a degree and a small degree, but we can also do chart readings. Emmeline does very well, and I do. So I encourage that, but I also encourage you to help me where I need. I'm looking to be open and to come to greater understanding. I'm hoping that I can do that through you, because I absolutely love to sit back and enjoy what others have encountered, where they've come to, and what they understand, because that's valuable to me extremely. I'm in the seed planting phase from the moon's perspective and from the perspective of Saturn, and I'm in a new phase from the perspective of Pluto in my natal chart. So I'm looking for new. I'm looking to change. I want to be the change. You can help me do that. So I'm inviting that, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope this helps, and thank you for all that y'all have done. Keep commenting. Thank you for viewing. I hope you click the like button, and please share, as we're in the critical time. This summer is going to be an amazing time for destruction of financial system, corporations, the systems that have been built that aren't true. The media is going to really struggle. I think the governments are going to struggle. I don't want to go into much detail, but it's all because it has to. We got to a point where this can't go on, and it won't. So we'll fix it. We're going to make it better, and maybe it has to be totally destroyed. I don't know. Maybe half of it has to be destroyed. I don't care. But what I know is we will make it better, because that's our purpose now. So get on it, and let's go, and I look forward to hearing from you.